We live in a sea of energy. In vibrational physics, which was a part of science and philosophy in the ancient times, and many spoke and have spoken and written about this, the energy field that we live in. In Egypt, ancient Egypt, they called it the net, and it was why the nature spirits were called neteru, netters, because they are nature spirits and they are masters of the net, because they mastered alchemy and they knew how to transform energy to a higher vibration or lower vibration. All of it is happening here in the energy field. The past, present, future is here. The lineage, energies all around you are here, whether good or bad. Originally, this whole good-bad thing was light and dark was not negative. It was just opposite of the light. So there is a whole inversion that's happening here too. Up is down, down is up. You think you know about history. Well, when you start to look and go into it, you find there's a lot of things that were left out of our traditional education. And there is a lot of amazing things. And what it gives me is this greater sense of magic in this realm, that really we can play with the energies. And if we become conscious of our own energies and are able to self-reflect and work with the energies we're running and also the vibrations within and without us, and begin to harmonize with all of it, we can really thrive here. But there are many things that want to pull us out of that centered place. And I've noticed there's a lot through the screens, and of course I'm on the screen right now, so there's always the contradiction of, the screens are good for some things, but then they're not for others. But there's some that are really trying to pull our emotions, pull our emotional energy out of us. And why is that? And I really have thought about it, and I really feel like it's about draining our life force and just keeping us, worried, small, anxious, not trusting. A lot of it's about trust and really trusting in this realm, trusting that we have a purpose here, that we're meant to be here, that there is a greater destiny for each and every one of us. So I think it's really good to be aware when you're watching something. The other day, a friend sent me a reel of a cute little kitten playing with a little ray of sunshine on the ground, and like it was trying to capture it, and then there was this kind of crib music playing, like it would put on for a baby to go to sleep, and I was starting to go like, oh, look at that. And then I realized, oh my God, this thing is like taking my energy right now. I don't consent to that. So once we start noticing it, how media, social media, news media, how it seeds the field, the energy field, with information, and then everybody takes that and interprets it and goes around, oh, a storm's coming, and then you actually help a storm to come, because all they have to do is talk about it over and over, and then everybody's like, oh, let's go buy stuff, a storm's coming, and that creates more consumerism because people are anxious and they don't know the storm's coming. And yes, some storms are real storms. Other storms may be just dramatized to just get us in a state. So it's good to be aware of your intuition, and how you develop your intuition is by trusting it. And I remember in the beginning when I was learning to trust my intuition, it really was challenging because I had also a paranoid critical voice that was like, no, don't do that, do this. So there was a lot of other information that was telling me not to trust my intuition. But once you start trusting it and just like, okay, well, I'm just going to trust, and you do things that just kind of allow yourself to just release into that trust, then it becomes stronger. And then it becomes like a whole other way to navigate this realm. And that is when it becomes magical.